Good evening, free Enterprise fans. We are here for the last round-robin match of the Twinvitational 2v2 series. I am Invenerable. Joining me in the commentary booth tonight is PMA KFL. How are you tonight, KFL?
I am fantastic. How's everybody doing tonight?
Chat. Y'all ready for this? We do have the Kain Krushers versus Breadman's Bakery. That's right. Kain Man versus Kain Man. The Baron Brawlers ready to go at each other. And we have a Palom start on the flag, so looks like we'll be getting some Mighty Quack action in the mix as well.
Yeah, Palom is arguably the best black mage you're going to find, so always great to see him early.
Absolutely. Getting that early virus and early quake lets you clean up a lot of annoying places. I was doing a pickup 2v2 match the other night where not having a good option to clear out, say, the Sylph Cave trap chest, because we are playing K4. Any trap chest can have a key item. Ooh, fighting those large mobs of ghosts, you really love to have that quake action on your team. So, shouldn't have any hesitation tonight.
Absolutely, that's such a slow fight to those ghosts, because if you don't get them right off, they use turns fast.
Absolutely. And I think we are about to be getting underway here. Looking for it now. Come on, stream, catch up to us. Show me this starting partner. There we go.
All right.
And they're off. So let's see. Are we going to have a challenge, or is this going to be easy street the entire way? Oh, well then, hello. Dark Knight Cecil and a starting pan, either Rubicante or Elements at the buy-in spot. So a fun fact, because I know that you're just now getting into these, KFL. Until the race earlier this past Sunday, whichever team got their mascot first in the seed ultimately won the seed. So,
interesting.
That streak was broken, but we do have Kain Man, Dark Knight Cecil already. So if that still holds up, in spite of that one exception, we'll and maybe an advantage for the bakery.
Yeah, and so it's worth explaining with this 2v2, the runners are communicating with each other, correct?
Absolutely. Each of the teams has their own voice chat on our Twinvitational server, and they are allowed to communicate any key item location, strategies, routing, anything they feel like they should share, they can share.
So it's interesting to see at the beginning divergence that our runners on each team are going to take, communicate with the communication in mind.
We do have Pidge's stream apparently frozen on us. I don't know if it crashed completely. Hopefully we'll get that back up soon. In the meantime, we do have the Kain Krushers splitting up a little bit. Z-Man looting Baron while Nidsky heads up to check Mist for for goodies. We are on the T4 flag, so you can find pretty much any top tier gear anywhere. And crystal swords, adamant armors, all those things.
That Stardust Rod for Palom there is gonna make all the difference early as well.
Absolutely. Having a plus 15 wisdom bonus is going to make all his spells ridiculous. And until he learns those spells, just pop it as an item. There you go.
Yeah. Early Comet and some of these early boss spots. Make quick work of them. Ooh, Bahamut summon too, so finding Rydia.
Yeah, even her, in spite of her relatively slow growth, can have a lot of power right out the gate when you have that kind of summon.
Oh, yeah. And you can ditch her then later if you find somebody better.
Yep.
Since you do have Palom.
What do you mean find someone better? We already have someone better. So Nidsky, of the three people who we currently are getting feed from, is the first one into a prospective key item location, Antlion Cave. Meanwhile, Artea looting the Damsian treasury. Pretty quick 12 chests and a 13th upstairs. Artemis bows already. Whew. That is one of my favorite pieces of gear for in-game parties, and you can use it to back row glitch several characters.
Yeah, Z-Man's gonna check some chests and aggregate there. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just excited to see that we got Pidge's stream back.
Oh, fantastic. And getting a peek at who's in East Hobbs as well.
Yeah, looking to round this party out a little bit. That Dark Knight Cecil can't contribute too much early on. And neither can Edward, really.
Oh, no. Well, he can equip the Artemis bow.
That's true, but we don't know if Pidge got one. We know Artea did.
Yeah, Dark Knight Cecil's is definitely kind of a burden to your party unless you're going to find Excalibur's Crystal Sword, anything like that. Then it's definitely worth trying to get him turned into a paladin as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, and that is another thing about T4. T4 definitely improves the value of Paladin Cecil because you're more likely to find those kind of items. And we're on V1, so there's going to be an extra Excalibur at a key item spot. So very hard to go through this game on this flag set without getting something good for our Paladin boy.
Now, I haven't seen anything really worth picking up in shops yet. And I know we're on S2, but we're still looking for, I guess, grinding potential sirens. Can we still find those in S2?
You can still find sirens. I did notice, I believe it was the Baron shop had life potions and coffins. So some pretty good stuff early on, but financing is an issue. Those coffins at 5,000 G a pop. Oof.
Yeah. And Val in the outline spot without Kain.
This may be one of the spots that has so low magic defense that even her spin won't stop. Oh, but it does. That Stardust only doing 1 damage. This... Nitsky and Artea may both be in trouble here. This is a pretty difficult boss spot until you have... Well, I admit it's usually a very easy boss spot, but apparently it has just enough resistance to where Val becomes a problem here.
Yeah, Nitz is going to try to throw the dancing dagger here and hope that does something to Val. Ugh.
I mean, it's hitting, but it's only doing the 1 damage. I don't think you're going to do 1,000 dancing dagger hits to get through here. Might be time to take the reset and take the L and come back.
Artea is in the same boat right now, smacking for 67 HP with Palom with that Stardust Rod.
Well, that reduces it to about 19 to 20 hits, but what are you going to do when Val puts tornadoes all over you?
Yeah, you never know. It may just pop out a power shirt or something.
Yeah. Good call, by the way, in chat. Artea, at least, did find that Artemis bow in Damcian. Palom can equip bows. Put him in the middle slot. Let him pew-pew.
Artea just reset out of that fight. Nitz is persistent, but I don't think it's going to work out for him.
Here we go. Yeah, there's the Artemis bow. Karate robe. Don't forget the accuracy bonus for middle slot. That can also make this happen.
Now, I didn't see, was it Karate Robe in the Fabul Castle?
Oh, I'm not sure exactly where Artea got that. I just
Looks
know
like we got the Luca key was in Fabul Castle. So Pidge, she picked up the Luca key from, she killed Octomam, was attacking the castle.
Gotcha. Another key item spot we can check. A bit of an annoying one. You do have to dive through the cave, but at least you can check the item without having to fight the boss. And yeah, I double check that Artemis bow. It has 70% base hit. So the kid, base level 10,
rock.
only gonna have 72% accuracy. Oh, but it looks to be enough. Artea got through.
All right. Yeah, Nitz is looking to get a little stone action there. Yep, he's done.
Well, he's not missing much. Only a crystal shield. So
Yep.
The question is,
Nitz didn't save from the beginning of the game. That's why he was so persistent.
giving that's about a 7.5 minute head start for the opponents. We'll go back.
Z-Man.
Oh, the Z-Man. Oh, sirens and cabins. Oh my, very nice Kaipo shop if you can get past the little old lady blocking the way.
And Hourglass 3s as well. That's definitely good to know where those are.
Absolutely. All right, Nitsky taking that beating from Valvolus. You know, Kain may be your mascot, but didn't have him this time. We'll see. The question now is, which loot spots does he revisit? Like, how close of notes did he keep? Are we going to just go and get, very specific items, or do a general relooting? And it looks like he knows exactly where he wants to go.
Yeah, he's going to pick up some of those better items from the Mist Village. Sorry, I blanked in the name of the place for a second there.
It's all good. Artea challenging Plague. Where's this fight? Oh, did Artea come back to Baron? Is he
I think
making the play?
I think Plague was in Baron in. That's risky.
Well, the first spot's only 400 HP, so Palom takes care of that. But what are you doing about the second fight?
Yeah, with only 116 max HP for him, even the back row might not save a heavy hitter. Oh, hello.
That's a bonus round. But there's one problem with it.
He hits hard.
Yeah, this is where a monk usually hangs out. D-Mist has been taking karate lessons, apparently.
See, this is where you'd want to have some illusions too. Keep a constant blink going, and get through that fight no problem.
Yep, or even it is T4. A single moon veil will pretty much solve this situation as well.
Right. Z-Man's in Eblin Castle. I believe Z-Man picked up a couple of those hourglasses, so he'll be able to stop these fights as soon as he gets in.
He will, but each monster will still probably get one swing off because stop will not prevent you from taking an action that's already queued up.
Right, so if he can survive, if he throws his characters in the back row, maybe?
I mean, if he's found something like, if you find a protect ring, if you find a glass hat, an adamant armor to throw on Palom, yeah, you're fine. But I think at these levels, I might be more interested in taking those sirens and heading up ordeals. You can do the double Lilith fights for tons of XP, get some good magic going on Palom, maybe get Cecil transformed into Paladin. This is gonna be rough if he runs into one of these trap chests.
Another Bahamut, and I also found a Sylph summon. So once again, finding Rydia. Maybe
Rydia loot.
Yeah. Rydia loot and no Rydia in sight.
Well, at least you can sell the spare Bahamut.
Yes. Oh, here we go.
Swing and a miss. Palom must have something. Nope. It wasn't that good.
Oh no.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh, bummer.
The kitty's got claws. That reminded me of have you played any Final Fantasy 15 at all, K-Fal?
I have. I love Final Fantasy 15. I was fairly obsessed with it over the summer.
Nice. I love when I first started encountering the Coeurls in that game. Of course, who these black cats and panthers in this game were renamed from. And before I knew exactly what to look for when fighting them, and they would counter with their charged up whiskers and just one-shot anyone, I was like, oh, okay. That's what Z-Man just experienced in Evelyn Castle right there.
Oh, yeah.
Pain. Ooh, was that Crystal Armor or Crystal Sword Pidge just picked up on Ordeals?
It was, it went by so fast. It was Crystal something.
Okay. Tracker Mecha Link confirming it was the armor. Okay.
And that's either, I would say that's either a lot of money to sell, or, it's great armor. You just can't cast Berserk on Paladin Cecil when he's wearing it.
Yeah, but sometimes you just need that defense. If this ends up being a seed that sends our racers to the moon in order to find a path underground, then all of a sudden a back row Cecil with crystal armor can cover that Palom while he just quakes away.
Yep. Oh, Nitz found the character in Baron who would help with that Val fight.
But that Mist Dragon, Rydia's mom has been lifting apparently.
Yeah, seriously. That is, she is definitely putting the hurt on. And Z-Man reset out of somewhere. I'm not sure where. Was he in the?
He was fighting the Octomam at the Bull and ran into a little difficulty there. Artea making the play to come up and check Flame Dog chest though. It's a one-off spot, and Artea already knows where Mist Dragon is, so that's really the only thing that can be accomplished here. But
and if you can stopping the Flame Dog, well, except for the physical right there, the Flame Dog, when he uses fire, does a percentage, so he knows he's going to survive that first attack.
Yep, and Palom has gained a level, so we'll know Ice 2 should be able to one-shot once he actually gets back up.
Yep, and he's got the hourglass on him. He's down, so good to go. I believe Coffin works on Flame Dog too, if you want to waste a Coffin, I guess.
Pidge finding Rubicant at the Mylon Z spot. These glares may be doing work, and the boss does get the head start for the back attack here.
Yep, and that also confirms that the elements are in Baron Castle.
Yeah, true. Sprite only used twice like that. Note, by the way, that Artea got the Asura summon from the Flame Dog chest, so Iridia's looking like a pretty buff addition to this team. We got Bahamut's, we got Sylphs, we got Asuras. She's ready to actually be a pretty decent support character.
You see now, and this is where the benefit of the 2v2 comes in, because Artea and Nits can both communicate with their team. Even though they didn't down the Mist Dragon, they can tell their team, hey, we know where Mist Dragon is now.
Yeah, they know where Mist Dragon is, they know where Val is, they can decide where they want to, rally their forces instead of, banging against those walls.
And Nits found Starveils in the Toria shop here.
Oh, very nice. Not really seen any of the bosses that really make you want to reflect anything, though. We've not seen Golbez, we've not seen Wyvern or Bahamut. Ooh, not seen Wyvern yet. And the Scala Kitty rolled this seed, I believe.
Yep. So all of our runners at some point have run into a boss that they have just gone, no thanks, and left. Pidge just no thanks out of Ordeals. Artea out of that Mist Dragon. Well, Artea kind of got slapped out of the Mist Dragon.
It didn't really exit out, got punched out. Actually, yeah, has Scala rolled a seed where all 4 of our racers have already wiped and or reset multiple times? I think she has.
I believe so.
Cruelty, thy name is Scala Seed.
Nitz is going to check out the Toria Treasury here. Found a white spear, I think.
Ooh, very nice. And another Excalibur to go with the one they found in the bushes earlier.
Awesome. Now we just need an edge to throw those.
Protect Ring in West Tower of Fabul could make a difference. It does resist, I believe, fire, ice, and lightning. That may be what Artea needs to take care of this Rubicon fight up on Ordeals. If not, there's always just their sirens. Grind a little bit.
Pidge almost got through that Mad Ogre chest. One took out Cecil, got the hourglass off, one missed, and the other one about 25 HP too much.
Oh.
I noticed, Pidge, she does have an assassin dagger. So putting that assassin dagger in, that can proc and insta-kill.
Yeah.
I believe I saw an assassin dagger.
Yeah, it won't work on those skulls or the stale man, but those other the other 2 fights in here, sure. And Pidge now wisely back rowing both her characters, try to let Cecil take a little more punishment than that.
Dare I say, this might be a time to go pick up Edward and have an extra meat shield?
I don't hate that plan at all.
Z-Man finishing out Fabul is going to pick up his Luca key.
So still no progression, still only a couple spots really checked. We've checked Flame Dog Chest, we've checked Antlion, and we've checked Fabul, plus our starting item. So many spots still available this far in that just been cruel to our racers, in no small part due to the starting team, of course.
Oh no, Pidge. Survive.
But we have to hope.
She might.
She got it off. Did any ogres queue anything up? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did. I think that was the end. She's gonna use the assassin dagger and gotta connect though.
Yeah, picking up Cecil just in case things get nasty. This is one point where after a few turns, I would be paranoid and be like, let's do another hourglass. They last a very long time, but when you're doing, 2-digit damage to 1800 HP monsters.
Still looking for that swoon. It looks like Artea is gonna grind a little bit. I don't think he used a siren. I think he just turned encounters on.
Hey, that'll work. You're still decently likely to get at least one Lilith up here, and they still do give good XP. Not as good as the 2-pair fight, but if you want to save that 2000 G, I don't blame you.
No swoon yet. Yeah, this is, as you were saying, this is probably around the time where I would say, here, have another hourglass.
Hey,
I think he's doing
did you just call that? I think you just called that.
Oh man, very unlucky with the proc.
I think, and again, this is one of those mechanics that we're not fully clear on, because there are things in the old algorithm guide that are not fully spelled out, not fully explained, but it seems to be, and again, anyone in chat with better knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know everything about this game, not yet. Uh, when you attack, you do X number of hits, and each hit rolls, you have a % hit chance. And Assassin's Dagger is not that high. And then I believe on each hit, you then have a chance of it actually proccing. So if Palom's only getting, 1 or 2 hits in per swing, then it only has 1 or 2 chances of actually proccing.
One Mad Ogre down. Z-Man used the strategy I talked about and it was using Edward as a meat shield. Edward took one of those hits, and he probably is going to get through this chest.
Edward doing his job admirably. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you just need just that extra little 186 HP to soak a swing or two.
Well, she's spending a lot of time on this Mad Ogre chest, so for her sake and for the Breadman's Bakery, I hope this pans out for her.
Well, I mean, at least there's going to be a decent XP bump here for Palom. Should make things easier for her if she ends up going back to Ordeals. Meanwhile, Z-Man actually getting the Assassin's Dagger proc on Edward. Edward swinging it and taking out the Lamia with it.
Nice.
And every Rydia summon in the game, apparently. We just need to find Odin now, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
2 Bahamut's, 1 Leviathan.
A Sylph.
Asura, Sylph. Supremacy making bad puns in chat. I mean, we do have Pain Man's pannery, so sure.
Artea, he is done with the mini grind and going to take on the Antline.
So the question is, was it enough of a grind to make it through the fight with Rubicant? And I honestly think Pidge could have pulled that fight out. I think just you need to use those life potions to keep both characters up every time a glare comes out. And I think you could get through there fine. The kid will be doing work. But we'll finally see what's up here once Artea makes his way through.
And I do believe casting any fire spell on Rubicante will cause him to counter with life.
Yeah. So worst case scenario, you run out of, well, as long as the kid's still up, you can life one him to get him back up. And also,
Right.
Poor Z-Man, with Edward being like, I don't have enough HP for this. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna hide. But Eddie has that Assassin's Dagger, so we need him contributing here.
Crystal armor for the Mad Ogre chest.
Where's our progression, Scala? What have you done?
I bet I probably in the Baron in there.
That's true. We do have 2 items there. 1 for the inn itself, 1 for beating Mist Dragon.
And I found almost every K3, K4 seed that I've played recently has ended up being a hook seed.
Now, next question. Will Artea's kid get the spell off before the cape closes? Let's see. Okay,
Yes.
good. And
Ooh,
Artea
wow.
is through.
Yeah.
We're about to have a Cecil who can equip some good stuff for a change.
Yeah, with that cape open, Rubicante definitely weak to ice. But if he gets his if he closes his cape covering his fabulous legs, he will be healed.
Yep. Fun fact, though, is that if you fight him in a low enough agility spot, you can actually cast it before he even opens the cape the first time. He doesn't gain the Frost Absorb in his script until after he actually closes the cape. So this was actually...
Okay.
Pidge actually discovered this for us in the second race that the Bakers were in. She cast it a little too soon. May have been Flood, may have been Ice too, and Rubicante just took the damage with cape closed, and we're like, what? Actually delved into the script and figured that out.
He got a Murasame in the ordeals, the top of ordeals, so no progression there. Uh-oh. Oh no.
This is fun. This is fine.
Got the star barrel off.
Nothing's on fire. Not yet.
This is not the fastest spot, so
It's still a funny spot, though, because it's one where frequently, after you've fought the Mylon Z spot, you're going to be like, oh, okay, easy, no worries. You walk in there and you see Wyvern. Even the panic may cause you to misplay there. Artea doesn't. Gets his real reward. Not that crummy katana, but a paladin ready to use the good weapons.
And Artea also did do a safety save after. I did not catch what was in that pot that Pidge picked up, but it looked like a key item. Package.
It was the package, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe opening our team up a little further might be able to get someone good in here.
And Nitch is going to try that. Oh, Nitch has an illusion, so not sure I would have used it on Cecil, though. There we go. Well, didn't have to worry about it. Cecil got slapped.
Well, that's all she wrote on that. Can he queue up a spell with Palom with enough damage in a minute? Demus is going to transform. That was 3 hits. 1 to Cecil, 2 to Palom to get rid of the illusions.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay.
So, you know, I said worthless katana. I take it back. I take it back.
Yep. And there's several Excaliburs that Edge can chuck around now, so. Artea doesn't look like he picked up any of those yet. Oh yeah, he picked up 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, and Artea has a ninja sword in his inventory as well. At this point, I'm not sure if he would go out of his way since he does already have Cecil, and this cutscene, and the other cutscene, and the other cutscene that you have to go through take a little bit of time. But Pidge, this may be the tool she needs to be able to complete ordeals and get her paladin added to the party.
No, Nitz. Oh, man. Nitz was close. Nitz got slapped around.
Z-Man getting... Go ahead.
I said Artea is going to try the Baron play as well.
Well, now that he has a paladin, and I believe he has a crystal armor, I think he's going to have a little less time getting through, a little less of a difficult time getting through here. Palom may also be wearing a protect ring in the back row, which will give great physical defense.
Ooh, virus. Nice.
Oh yeah, Palom taking that hit like a champ. Definitely has something on there to improve that survivability.
I know Nitska put a protect ring on Palom.
Ooh.
Oh, no problem for Artea.
So getting a Dragoon friend and a Twin Harp. Music in store for us, hopefully.
All right. Could be, I think that's got to be a progression.
Miss Dragon could still have it.
Oh, right, forgot.
But other than that, I think you're right. It's either that Twin Harp or it is the Miss Dragon item itself.
I'm calling the Miss Dragon is going to be a white shirt.
Oh, you don't want to go ahead and put it as the bad item in the pool? Maybe a playing little play. Oh no, Artea!
Did Artea forget to check? Oh no.
Well, on the bright side, now we have to change our hope. Now we have to hope that this spot is not progression, so that they all think, wait, is the seed broken? And then remember, oh yeah, demissed.
Maybe, I mean, Artea may think this is the right play. This could just be a gamble for Artea.
That's true.
So you know what? Not necessarily a gamble I would take because it's a very quick check, but still could be a gamble. Black Chocobo playing chicken.
There is one other thing about this play by Artea. If the Twin Harp does have, say, the Magma Key, has the hook, has our progression underground, and they forget to check Miss Dragon, and it has half of our crystal, we've seen the Krushers have a little bit of a rough start here. We had that initial, fall to Valvalus without having a save prior, losing about 7 minutes, a few more wipes, and the Bakers are making headway now. But if you overlook a Miss Dragon that has half your crystal, how long does it take you to remember that? Do you full clear moon and everything before thinking, oh yeah?
Well, no, Demarine also makes a good point in chat that Artea may be leaving it for Pidge, saying, "Hey, I've got Twin Harp. I'm gonna go check this. Your next play is gonna be go take out Mist Dragon. Check that."
That's a possibility, but again, it's not like you have to walk anywhere or fight anything to check the miss spot. I really think Artea just forgot it.
Yeah, because Pidge just went back to Eblin.
Yeah, it's not meant to be disrespect. It's a check that takes 5 seconds versus a check that takes about 3 minutes.
Oh, Nit's getting the glare on Palom, not who you wanted. Oh, here we go. About to get some music.
But I mean,
Pidge
this
finds
isn't
a
meant
ribbon.
to. Oh,
That's good.
nice. This isn't meant to dismiss Artea's skill, by the way. He's really fantastic at the game. I'm just saying that Mist Dragon's something that everyone has forgotten at one point or another. You get excited about one item that you get, like, oh yeah, music, let's do this. And you can sometimes forget just what happened. I've seen races where people forgot the Odin spot because they got something great from the Baron key item spot and just went away and didn't come back.
Yep, that's been me. I've done that.
Anyway, how about some tunes? Let's get some music in here.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What is this nasty music?
Believe Save Them from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, and a complete freebie of a boss here.
Nice. Z-Man found Bahamut somewhere. Where did Z-Man find Bahamut?
That is an excellent question. What spot can that be?
Oh, the Kaipo Inn. Okay.
Oh. That means we saw it. Pidge had it on her screen earlier too, and we just missed it. I'm guessing that the Dragon Lord fell so quickly, it was just over in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's such a low HP spot.
Gotcha. And Z-Man does have package. We'll see if our tracker can get that added in a moment. That is, of course, the cutscene we're going through right here. Nitsky gonna finally get a paladin. Here we go. That should help Nitsy out a whole bunch.
Yep.
And our Dark Elf item behind that easy peasy boss is the Darkness Crystal!
Yeah. All right. So there's our progression.
Again, this is one of those, if Mist Dragon has the hook or Magma Key and they forget, and they go full clear moon, holy cow. This could be major. This could be major, K-Thal.
Yeah, this is real big. And with K4, I don't know if you just mentioned this because I was trying to block my mic from my crying child, but K4 does not guarantee underground access before going to the moon. So underground access could be on the moon.
Absolutely. The big difference between K3 and K4 right there. Hey, Nitsky did get shocked by that Wyvern, got a little Mega Nuke action, and he had not saved between the fights. So we are getting a Rubicante rematch. Oh, there we go. Artea remembered. It's like, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Magma Key.
Oh no, that's awesome.
So as a result, it turns out to be a really good thing Artea did go check Twin Harp, because if I know if I get that Magma Key, I'm not playing the music. Are you playing the music if you get that Magma Key?
Nope. If I get Magma Key, I'm going straight underground and starting to do that. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, fans, but there are just so many spots to check, so many freebies underground. So the bakers have kind of dodged a bullet in that regard. We'll see if so Z-Man has cleared out the Mist Dragon spot. Going to see if he goes to Iridium or if he pursues that Twin Harp.
Well, the fact now that both members of Breadman's, they have, one has access to the moon, one has access to the underground, so they can have a divergence there, and this is a great time for that as well. One can be checking moon bosses at one point while the other is checking Sylph Cave. treasure chests.
Definitely, definitely. One thing I would be concerned with though is I don't know if Artea got the crystal armor. I know Pidge got one, but if you have crystal armor Cecil, yeah, put him in the back row, let him cover your other characters, have at the moon. But we've not seen any adamant armors this seed, and I personally love to have at least one of those before I fly to the moon.
Right. Yeah, the adamant armors definitely help with a lot of those troll possibilities up there because we still have lots of trolley bosses that we could run into. We could run into, well, we got Starveil, so an Ashura wouldn't be too bad, but still plenty of chance for troll.
Yep. Well, this is going to blow the seed wide open, and this actually may be. Again, I'm trying to think of ways in which this seeming advantage actually turns out to be a disadvantage. So, again, the Bakers have the Darkness Crystal. It's in a one-off, out-of-the-way spot that takes quite a bit of time to check. But if the Underground, say, has our Adamant, our Legend Sword, and the Pass, all of a sudden that Darkness Crystal is actually just baiting you away from where you really need to be.
Yep. Well, so, and finding the magma key there was huge because even if you find all the parts to forge the crystal, you still have to go underground. So you still have to have the magma key or the hook.
Absolutely, absolutely. By the way, in case we've forgotten, I'd nearly forgotten, Pan starting item. All those are on the table as well. I mean, the team's probably not ready to full clear Sylph, but getting the Sylph spot and 2 more from Sheila, and we know Sheila loves to have the goods.
Yep. I'm disappointed it's not a hook seed.
We know another thing I just realized. We don't have a white mage in our party yet. Free character on the moon. But do you go sit through that cutscene now, or do you wait till you have a little more loadout? I don't know. There's lots of major decisions to be made here, and I'm excited to see what all our racers do next.
But we have the arguably the best grinding spot open now with the Darkness Crystal, and we have Sirens and Coffins. So it'll be very easy to grind quickly.
Oh yeah, anyone who wants levels, they are ripe for the picking.
Well, Arte is doing just that. He's gonna pick up a couple levels from these eggs just to get, um, make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, trivialize a lot more fights. Sylphs with a drain spear, so exciting. That Kain can now do so little damage if you want him to.
Hey, but he'll get healed a little bit. I believe I watched one of the Highway to the Zenith Zone races where someone killed Zeromus with just Cecil and a drain sword.
That I believe I know Nirm did that in one race, and he said it worked out pretty well for him because he was watching a football game at the time. So
Right.
he just was watching the football game and holding A, and there you go. That's all it took.
Yep. So yeah, we got Quake for Palom, so that's big. Pidge and Z-Man are going with the Yang Sheila checks. Oh no.
Okay. She did have a key item.
Okay.
I was like, hand axe, really, Sheila. It's not even the good cleaver.
Well, Tower Key's also really great to have too because most runners won't go into the Tower of Battle unless you've got that Tower Key because that leaves the possibility of having to double dip.
Yeah, which I hate less on K3 and K4 because there are at least 4 trap chests, 4 very easy trap chests at that you can clear out at the same time. But even on K3, K4, double dipping is just painful.
It is, and there's always that gamble you can take early, which I do more on K2, is run up and check the tower item if I have low levels, just to say, hey, it could pan out.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to take those risks to win. If you think, that like if you had some early game roadblocks, some hiccups, some speed bumps, and you're like, I need to swing for the fences if I want to pull this off, that's a great way to do it. Just say, tower key, to heck with it. I'm running up here and fighting that Luge spot.
Yep, there was a race that I ran not too long ago. I believe you commentated it actually. That I almost made that risk gamble and then I didn't, and that that spot held the crystal, the tower spot. So had I made that gamble, I would have saved about 10-15 minutes from all the other stuff I did.
Nice,
Before-
nice.
Artea really going for the for this leveling. So he's pretty much dedicated to taking these three, which I don't see why you wouldn't take these three as the final party.
Pidge popped a siren, realized she was at 1 HP on everyone from walking through lava or whatever the stuff on the ground is in Sylph Cave.
Oh no!
And ran away. It's like, never mind. Let me let me heal up right quick. I like that she's keeping, by the way, Pain Man and her party, sticking with the mascot, not turning him into a paladin, not taking that time on ordeals for the sake of a Masamune. Murasame, sorry, it's the weaker one. But yeah, Artea did a mini grind and heading to the moon. Looks like he's going for it. He's going for that dive.
And that looks like what I was talking about. We're gonna have Pidge. She's gonna be checking out Underground, and Artea gonna be checking out Moon. This is where the communication really helps and the teamwork.
Oh yeah.
And
No
Nitz
taking
with that
two.
white spear.
You definitely want to be careful with these spots, especially Moon and, say, Sylph Cave, where there's so many spots where your trap chest can have your key item. Make sure you know, hey, okay, go to floor 4, take a left, go through the room, hit the south exit no one does, boom, there's your adamant, you know? Like, like being able to communicate that with your teammate, also very important.
Well, Z-Man just kind of rolling up over those spots, checking for the trap chest. I don't think he actually had any intention of fighting that. I think he just wanted to see where it was.
Surprised that Pidge isn't using coffins or hourglasses or something to stop these dragons from hatching. I believe, yeah, here comes the thunder.
Ouch.
Uh-oh. Quack Kid, you're her only hope. Only Ether 2s for sell on the moon. Artea's still not checked the character yet, or was it a duplicate and I just missed it?
I don't think Artea checked that yet.
I mean, I don't blame him. I don't like going into the Crystal Palace until I'm ready to sit there for a nice long while. Nitsky, meanwhile, gonna give Val another run, feeling he's ready at this point with his team. Does have the team mascot, of course, Kain.
Well, that's always good.
So honestly, I really don't, this intermediate grind. We had a very rough early game, tons of roadblocks. We still don't have a white mage. So if you don't have a white mage, what can you do? Just make sure you have, 3 times as many HP as you'd otherwise have. Couch, it is a Scala Kitty classic. We had so many wipes for everyone early on. It was impressive.
Oh, Rosa. Sorry.
I think this is a good team at this point.
Yep. Yep, we're good.
So the 5 characters we've seen, well, okay, we've seen Edward, much love, but we have seen Edge, Cecil, Kain, Palom, Rosa. I'd fight Zeromus for that party. Would you fight Zeromus for that party?
Absolutely.
Z-Man Z-Man apparently did check the Rat Tail chest, and I didn't see what he got from the Warriors or from the Rat Tail chest. Megalink, okay, Dwarf Axe and the Feymarch chest. Did you catch what he got from the Warriors fight? If that was anything worthwhile?
I did not. We're checking the
Straight garbage. There we go.
keep going down. Keep going down. Let me see. So doesn't look like anything, any key item.
I mean, maybe he got a dark matter. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh man, that'd be trolly. Yeah, Warriors were not a key item, so.
Ooh, Bacchus wines for sale though. Gonna get crunk on summon monster juice down here.
Z-Man's team is interesting down here. Guys.
I mean, it kind of side effect of having Cecil and not taking the time to do ordeals. These things happen.
I mean, Dark Knight Cecil's a great agility yank.
It is kind of funny, the kind of items we've not seen. We have seen Excaliburs and White Spear, sure, but not a single Adamant, not a single Avenger yet, I believe.
No crystal swords.
Yeah. So some of the really high-end gear. No Zeus gauntlets, I believe. We've seen a couple strength rings, but a lot of that really top-tier physical damage gear, we're just lacking it. So really good thing we had that Palom start.
Yeah, Arteo is oh.
All of a sudden it's like, oh, I should have gotten my Paladin.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see down there, because that's Mylon Z. Because we've already had a Mylon fight.
Yep.
And then Yang. Oh, we got a crystal sword.
Oh, there we
from
go.
the hairdryers. But those are two not fun fights in those positions.
They're not my least favorite. At least, like, Mylon Z is going to hit you like a truck at the Leviathan spot, and he's going to do it quickly. But you can Silk Web. He can't kill more than one character at a time. You can use Cecil to cover weaklings from the back row, especially if you have a crystal armor, which is something that Z-Man, of course, can't do with his Dark Knight.
Does Z-Man have a white spear? Because I believe does a white spear do some extra damage against Mylon Z?
Oh, yeah, it will, both for the holy property and because it counts as an air-type weapon.
Right.
So, Supremacy correctly pointing out in chat, because Mylon Z only uses base physical attacks, Moonveil trivializes it. But if you have a Paladin and can, again, be in the back row, survive a few attacks, we still have the N1 flag on. So all you have to do is let Cecil bonk that monk once after 2 kicks have happened, and ouch, and you're done. So
this is true.
Both those bosses. Oh, go ahead.
Z-Man does not have the Paladin, so
yeah, both those strats are off the table to him.
Nothing in the dwarf shop.
But yeah, both those bosses are definitely ones that you can trivialize, but you have to have the right items to make it happen. It's not like, say, Baigan, where you're going to have a bad time no matter what, or Ogopogo, where you're going to have a bad time no matter what.
Honestly, that spot, unless you've had a decent grind, Dark Knight Cecil also could be a problem, because he'll be putting out some damage.
Yeah, I fought him in one of these the other night and wiped to him about 3 times before I finally said, I'll come back.
Yep. Let's see who's up here. Oh, we've got the football gauntlet in the Paladin spot. Ugh.
Oh, gross.
Shouldn't be shouldn't be impossible, but just long and
time consuming. Artea probably has enough hourglasses left over to deal with it as well. On the intermediate fights, well, if you hourglass, you can heal up anyway. On the fights against, the imp captain and everything, just you can knock off 2 of those and heal up. But very time consuming, and we are racing. I know Pitch has been clearing out these alerts. Haven't noticed anything too exciting from any of them, though. Was there anything I missed that you saw?
I haven't seen anything. But there's still, like as you said earlier, these are still pretty easy fights, and with the tower key, levels are good. Battle's not a bad play.
No, not at all. Z-Man trying to find an adamant armor somewhere, anywhere. Did Scholar roll an adamantless seed? So cruel. Protect rings coming out everywhere, though. Just put a protect ring on every single finger and toe. That's basically adamant armor, right? I know that's not allowed in D&D. You don't have to tell me, KFL. Hey, there's a spoon. Key item found by Pidge in one of the trap chests. And we do have a
edge.
Yeah, we do have our ninja.
Scholar Kitty saying adamant armor's probably in the Chocobo forest.
You see, it's a shame I'm not playing this seed then. I love checking the Chocobo village as I did.
Sometimes I do check that just out of, why not?
I mean, I didn't even know that 2 of those existed until about a week and a half ago, so I always like being like, look what I know about. Kind of like the chest hidden in the Cacol shop that you have to go upstairs and downstairs to get to.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as I knew that existed, I was like, mind blown.
Yeah, the Chocobo Forest chest I found out about while watching videos to prepare for Paladin percent runs.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, which are a lot of fun, actually. I am very bad at them, but they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've got to practice. I've got to figure out how to actually step route now. I got a pretty decent vanilla time not using step charts, and now I'm like, no, I have to learn how to skip these fights and get that sub-hour club.
Ooh, Z-Man found the water hag in Dwarf Castle, so that's free.
Hey, very nice.
Yeah,
3 hits and she's down.
funny thing about Paladin percent is I actually started getting into watching Final Fantasy IV runs, and it was one of your races, I believe, in a Paladin percent. Yeah, I think it was Mysidia Madness.
Oh, that wasn't me. I didn't really get involved in the
Did you
community
not?
until Free Enterprise came out, so that wouldn't be me.
Gotcha. Maybe it was Vitasia that I was watching.
Gotcha. And Karate Man knocking down this guy's team. Not quite enough levels to deal with physical bosses in Feymarch, it seems.
Artea, a Stardust Rod from that long fight.
We already. The kid's like, I already have one of these. Throws it in the garbage casually. Whatever.
Yep.
And again, we are going to see this situation. If Artea finds even a single piece of the crystal on the moon, all of a sudden the Krushers are on a clock. When are they going to go back and check that Twin Harp spot?
Oh, we've got Porum. Porum leaving for Edward leaving for Porum. CPU spot in the vanilla Golbat spot really isn't that bad.
Oh, nah. Only I believe 2,500 XP on the CPU, 250 on the attacker and defender. This team can knock this fight out in a hurry.
Yeah, no problem. Nitz is really trying those strats to get the I guess the non-boss bit win on Yang.
This is a situation again where we see that mini grind paying off. I mean, even with the mini grind on the eggs, Pitch still noped out of those. It's like, nah. let me take a few of these easier checks first. But it's also a side effect of them having lunar access. They have the Breadman's Bakery has so many more spots to check. They do kind of need to split them up: one overworld, one moon, one underworld, while the Krushers are still okay. Let's split up the underground. And having Paladin Cecil, yeah, you're probably the best man for the job here.
Nitz is just getting smacked around by Yang, but he is persistent. He is persistent.
I wonder if the Krushers found the sirens. Do you recall? Were they? I thought they were in Kaipo, and I think Z-Man actually found them first, didn't he?
They were in Kaipo with the Hourglass 3s and something else.
There's the ouch.
There you got it.
Making it through.
And now we see Dwarf Castle. I'm not a big fan because that's such a long cutscene. And Rat Tail.
Rat Tail, but no hook to turn it in with. Now watch Z-Man get the hook from this, and they'll have to swap places. Change places.
See, maybe we can work out a script to run for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, like the Link to the Past co-op, where you share key items.
Oh, that could be cute. That could be cute. I know a community member is working on Lua scripts that would do that kind of thing, mostly in mind of the crowd control side of things, with messing with racers rather than sharing items. But the one thing that I really do love about our 2v2s though is how important that communication is. It can't just be, ta-da, we both have the item. It's this is what you need to do. This is where you have to go. This is the strategy that worked for me. I don't know what you have, but let's hammer it out and make it happen.
Z-Man picked up Earth Crystal from Dwarf Castle.
That's really, really great for them, because if this leads him back to Troya, it may motivate him to do that Twin Harp spot and go ahead and get the Darkness Crystal on top of it.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's running north. All right. Crusher's going to get their Darkness Crystal too.
And a Music Encore.
Oh, even better.
Well, assuming something is on the moon, we are gonna have an encore from everybody.
Oh, that's true. And with that Baron key that Artea got on the moon, getting 2 more spots to check on Earth minimum, it's looking pretty good for it.
Oh, Z-Man found a wizard robe in the Chocobo Forest.
A little bit of a boost there for his Porum. So we have confirmed there was not adamant armor in the Choco butt. Sorry, Scala.
Oh, we've
No
got
adamant anywhere, though, by the way.
lunar frogs for Artea.
I did not see the item that Pidge just got there from the Luge spot.
I did not either. I saw Pidge finish Luge, and I looked down. Oh, let me see the item, and wasn't there. So, whoops.
Let's see.
White spear.
Ah. Thank you, Mecha Link. By the way, we've mentioned our Racers tonight. Make sure you give them all a follow. They're out here. You know, they've been playing a lot of 2v2 lately, getting their practice in as well. And yeah, Supremacy Pidge did Tower Key on the way up. And of course, give the okay, Scala's beating me to it there. If you like listening to me and KFL, give us a follow. Give Mechalink a follow. Working hard. I am so bad at tracking K4s, and he's doing great work for us tonight. And of course, you know her, you love her, Scala Kitty. If you're not following her, what's wrong with you?
So we're gonna see what the tower key gives in just a second as Pidge gets chased off that exploding bridge.
Yep. And Artea clearing out these D Lunars, not having too hard a time with them. You know, I kind of want to say womp womp. I think we've had enough Excaliburs for 1 seed. What do you think?
Oh, was it another Excalibur? Went so
It was
fast I didn't
another
see it.
Excalibur.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, Edge can throw them.
That's true. We're getting a nice stack of throwing ammunition.
Well, we're gonna go into Luca Cave, maybe just a peek.
Artea did get a Charm Rod, strictly worse than the Stardust Rod. So it's like, why? If I had, you know, an entire party of Black Mages, this might be nice. But the kid's been hunting for bear ever since the start.
Well, Artea did a really nice job on those D lunar fights because in any of those later moon spots, you know, like vanilla in the game, that's a tricky fight. That's tough.
Oh yeah.
And he got through that with no problems.
Let's see. Is Artea going to check some of these chests for monster? Ooh, a moon veil. I like how he was throwing it. It's like, nope. Give me that. Give me that.
Yeah, using that R discard, you're so quick to do because in K4, K3, inventory management is so important. Oh, mom bomb. Oh, and music. So
Z-Man giving us our encore. This guy making extra sure to safety save this time before going into the tower. Just a little bit of a well-earned paranoia. Aha! We have the hook in Sealed Cave to go along with that rat tail from the karate at the Asura spot.
Yep. Funny though,
oh, it's not enough damage. I wanted it to be so much higher.
Yeah, that's pretty lucky actually.
Oh, I'm a little heartbroken, I must confess.
He's fine. He's fine. I'm surprised. I really am. I figured that would have a much higher damage spot.
Yeah, it does. I believe that the Dark Wave is actually based off of the spot's physical damage rather than its magical damage, because this spot has magical attack through the roof. So that's kind of why.
Ah, that is very fortunate.
Yeah. So even though she doesn't have the rat tail, this will still open up a character, 2k item checks, and a shop for Pidge. If she elects to head back up and lug that hovercraft over to Emblem Cave.
Oh, there's nothing we really need from shops right now. Weapon shops, maybe if you're desperate. T4 sort of eliminates the need for any weapon shops. and we found sirens, we found coffins, we found life potions, we found. I don't think we found cure 3s. Oh, Artea with that glitch where we can't see what the item is.
Checking the inventory, scrolling down. Appears to have been a lunar staff.
Okay, not terrible, but Rosa can wear it.
Yeah, changing her over. The Artemis bow, of course, nerfs her magic attack a little bit, so flipping her over to a little more true white mage now.
All right, so Breadman's Bakery has the hook, and Kain Crushers have the rat tail.
When are they gonna crisscross spaces, or will they even have to? And I was looking at your list. You're right that we have seen most of those things. We saw Bacchus Wines and Fey March, one of the items I love for Zeromus if I don't have Avenger swords. Did we see silk webs anywhere?
I'm not sure. I think we may have picked up 1 or 2
Gotcha.
in
Well,
treasure chests.
Stillmen being nice and easy to find here, not having to do a huge amount of looting the cave to see them.
For me, too, silk webs aren't much of a deal breaker for the Z fight. If I can't find the silk webs in a shop, I'll do my best to try to get it off as a slow. Get off a slow spell.
Same. But it's so nice to just be able to throw it and be like, well, that's the one big bang we're gonna see this run.
Yep.
Did not see what that treasure was either. Did you see it before she took it?
Mm-mm.
It was so fast.
I was watching the behemoth fight up on Artea's screen.
It's fine. I'm going to the clip. Illusions for sale. That could help with some of those Fey March bosses we were talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Because
It was the pass.
It was a pass. Okay.
Yeah, very nice. So if part of it, the crystal is on the moon, you still have to come back to Earth to forge it. So these the V1 flag really does improve the value of the pass, just because if you get it, it's saving you at least 1 3-minute walk.
Oh yeah, and I've had so many V1 seeds where I've gone, not had the pass, found the pieces to forge the crystal on the moon, had to come back down, forge the crystal, then go back up and run. It's just it's a pain. The hype run.
I mean, Supremacy with this team, Adamant Armor's probably not going to be required. Crystal Ring in that chest, by the way. We'll love that item. But like, as good as Adamant is, we have a great team. It's not like we're riding the struggle bus with, Rydia and Sid and Edward and Tala, So they'll probably be okay. You may want a few more levels than you would if you were all decked out in Adamant gear for the Z fight, but I don't think any of our racers are going to have a problem.
I mean, crystal armor on Cecil, even though you can't berserk him with a crystal sword, I mean, still fine.
Oh yeah.
We got Yang here in Eblin K.
Another character you don't really have to have equipment for.
I like Yang for just his massive HP growth.
Oh yeah, he's someone who you can take the Zeromus fight and be like, well, he'll survive a few big bangs. No worries in the world. You don't have to worry about, will they live? Will they live? Will they live? Young's like, no, I'm living.
If I find Yang, I'm starting to think reflect strats if I have a couple mages, because Yang is someone you can throw a wall on, and you don't have to worry about healing him.
The Pidge has found the Mad Ogre chest, about to get our last bit of information about the Evelyn Cave Upper Babel.
Where is Z-Man fighting the King and Queen of Evelyn?
He's up in Zot.
Okay. Oh, right. Z-Man, he did not even want to wait for that. Just destroyed them. Got Pale Dim for Artea up here in the Wyvern spot.
Yep, and it appears, I'm just guessing here, that Kain is using something other than a White Spear, because he just landed for so much damage. Although maybe not. Maybe it just has the levels at this point to be doing that kind of work. We have Fu and Zot.
Hmm.
Where you been all seed, old man? And speaking of the summoner,
Hey, there's Rydia. Okay.
and help me remember, where did Z-Man get this Earth Crystal?
Was the Dwarf Castle.
Dwarf Castle, gotcha.
So, at this point, yep, I was about to say, at this point, I would probably dismiss Cecil.
Yeah, because if you don't intend to do ordeals, Dark Knight's never gonna give you what you need.
And I would ditch Rydia. Yeah, he's gonna ditch Rydia too. I was gonna say I would ditch Rydia too, because you've got the Black Mage you want. It's not early. It's not early anymore. Palom's grown enough that he's useful on his own. The summons from Rydia aren't going to make that big of a difference at this point.
Yeah. There's exactly one exception I would make. And that would be in the rare case where I think, let me leave Rydia dead and either use her as an agility anchor, or wait and slingshot her to get nuke and go with reflect strats. All my mages throw in reflects to skip that Z thing. Supremacy, I checked the clip. It was another Excalibur.
Oh, we've got the Nope Noodle in top of Zot. Good spot for him too with the equipment we have.
I mean, those waves don't really care about your equipment, but this
But
is
his
luckily only what, 5,000 HP or so.
yeah, his other equipment and characters are, look at Palom taking 1 damage.
Definitely gonna be all right.
Okay, goodbye.
Pinch actually looting on her way out. Maybe we'll see an adamant.
Hourglass. Artea, gonna fight the Warlock chest up here. No Avengers yet. And finding an Avenger now would be big, especially with with Cecil, or for Artea, finding Avengers. Cecil having the crystal sword. I mean the crystal sword, crystal armor. Equipping the Avenger will affect that. Will give that berserk status even with the crystal armor on.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's the one thing that'll overwrite the crystal armor's berserk resistance.
Yep, and we've got a Sand Ruby from Zot. So character, but no progression. And Z-Man's party's not bad.
He may be coming back to this shop. If this was where sirens were, then maybe like grind time, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. That lady's been giving old lady in the Kaibo shop's been giving him trouble all seed.
I'm trying to think of what characters could even be 3 Excals just sitting there. Trying to think of what characters are even left to be found in that bed. Did anyone actually peek it earlier?
I don't think so. We've got a Tella that we could be looking for.
Tella and Sid are both AWOL, and there's still a duplicate available too.
Yeah. I think that's all the character spots left.
Yeah. Artea has found one of the nastiest trap chests, containing the red dragon and the blue dragon.
Oh, this chest gives me fits.
Well, I do know he put a crystal ring on Rosa, I believe, so she should be resistant to their melee attacks. Of course, that blizzard's still going to do a little bit of work.
But I believe she has Cure 3. At least she may have Cure 4 already. So she'll be healing up everything pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to think of
48. You're fine.
Right now, we're getting a little bit of crisscross with 3 of our racers. Artea, being the only one on the moon, is giving us a little more insight, seeing what else is available. As far as Earth, we do have the Hook and Rat Tail that we can turn in. So the Rat Tail can be turned in. Artea found the Baron Key on Moon, so that's 2 more spots if he wants to come back. Bahamut's still available. Last Arm Chest. the Mylon Z fight at Leviathan, and then pretty much everything in Feymarch is still left unchecked. Not Feymarch, pardon me, Sylph Cave left waiting. So we are running out of places, and still no Adamant, no Legend Sword.
Nope. Yep, Z-Man's heading up to the moon as well, so...
And the dragons gave another dragon. That's what, 3 Bahamut summons, like 6 Excaliburs.
Oh my goodness, that's... Yeah, here's another monster chest for Artea.
Artea does have 4 Steel Clips in that inventory, so...
Yeah, he should be fine. See,
Pidge, are you... Okay, Pidge apparently really wanted to keep Dark Knight Cecil, but decided the win is more important than the meme.
See, I was gonna say I'm not sure. I mean, Artea knows that Rose is on the moon.
That's true. Goodness, I need to sit up. These short days of wintertime get me way too tired way too quick. It's like the sun goes down and I'm like, nap time.
So Z-Man, that is... Yes.
Is he writing stuff down? Is he talking to his teammate? Did his stream freeze?
Well, the stream didn't freeze because the candles are still flickering on the wall.
Oh! Look at you being so observant. I didn't even notice. I guess they're talking out their strategy, trying to figure out who wants to do what.
Could be.
Because at this point, I mean, Nitsky has to have Twin Harp because he has Magma Key. So if we can get that updated in a second, it may be saying you need to go do Twin Harp and get this Darkness Crystal and come with me.
Perhaps.
Oh, Supremacy. The candles thing was just that Z-Man was hesitating to spawn his whale, or to finish spawning the whale, but the candles were still flickering on the screen, so we knew the stream wasn't frozen. Well, sorry, K-Foul, you knew the stream wasn't frozen. I was not that attentive.
Yeah, I understand that the cold winter days, getting dark at 5:30 here is not
Not the dream.
Not good for me.
Another behemoth bites the dust. Artea already has a nuke on his... I wonder if he's even going to pick up another character or just four character party this. I wouldn't blame it at this point. Not with those 4 doing the work.
Luka check, question chat, Luka check was the hook.
Yep. And just crystal gauntlets. Yeah. Where? Okay, at this point, it's all apparently through Baron. Everything's in Baron. It's going to be Baron Pot has Legend. Baron Odin Spot has Adamant. Calling it now.
I honestly hope so. But we got to find the Baron key, which is
Artea has it.
Oh, right. On the moon.
Yeah. You said it was the... I don't know which boss he was fighting, but you said it was at the Lunar Dragon spot.
Gotcha.
Also true, Baka Shinobi. I mean, there's still plenty of places left to check. Plenty of places.
Left ribbon chest, Mecha Link, letting us know.
Gotcha. Well, Pidge gonna climb the Tower of Zot and find a little bit of disappointment. I mean, good characters, but not progression. Still no progression.
I'm truly hoping, and Demarine in chat is thinking the opposite of me, but I hate Sylph Cave. Absolutely hate Sylph Cave. So I'm hoping that it is not in Sylph Cave, because...
Oh gosh, and Supremacy taking it a step further. Not even Sylph Cave. Put them both in those 2 possible trap chests in their cabin. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, Zerbor, D-Mist was the Baron in second fight, and that gave them all the Magma Key. Nitsky gonna take the time to add Edge to the team. Oh, Nitsky's still only rocking 3 characters.
Yeah, Nitsky probably needs Edge. Although, does he have an Avenger? I guess he has an Avenger. Because looks like Kain just attacked.
Huh, very nice, if so. Very nice indeed.
I could have sworn I saw a red sword swing on Kain.
Believe this is the third and final behemoth. Artea's blown through this moon and pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed.
I think it was probably in no small part due to finding Rosa up there. Having a solid white mage to back up your great magic DPS and great physical DPS helps immensely.
Artea.
Oh, there's half of it. Okay.
Okay. You got the yep.
So Adamant is on Lunar Subterrane. I guess that's roughly about B4, the southeast chest before you head down to where you can first see the Crystal Sword pedestal. Well, the Wyvern spot. Oh, it was B4. Cool. Ooh, and there's the red dragons. Did just get a Dragoon Spear for Kain, though. Let's see if Artea does a quick equipment swap, or if he already did it with... I wasn't looking.
I don't think Artea... What you say that? What was that?
Oh, she's Zert Kain. So, well, Rosa's Zert Kain. So if the Dragoon Spear's equipped, we're about to see some quad nines coming out of our Dragoon friend here.
Yeah, Mecha Link said he already did it, so...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, yep. You are good.
I think that's our first 9999 of the seed.
I saw someone else get one on the Dark Elf.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Crystal Sword and Excalibur will both do work there. One nice thing about clearing the moon, too. You definitely don't have to grind when you're done.
Nope. Just a Grimoire there, so... What did, I didn't see what the item from Bahamut Spot was, or even who the boss was at Bahamut Spot.
Dimmering in chat saying it was a Sura, so Z-Man had no desire to do that quite yet.
I don't know, with Wall... Yeah. Doable.
Well,
might take a while. Ooh, white shirt.
And, well, Z-Man does have Fu. So if Fu knows Blink, one thing you could do is go ahead and put Blinks up on everyone, because she won't do anything except heal herself at the start. You can Blink everyone, you can stack a bunch of slows on her, get the Reflex going. And yeah, it wouldn't be so bad.
And nobody on the Kain Krushers has the hook, so they don't have access to those illusions that were in the Evelyn Cave.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they've not... Well, actually, yeah, Z-Man has the Luca Key. Nitsky doesn't. The Luca Key was in... Was it in Evelyn Castle? One of the trap chests?
It was Fabul.
Oh, Fabul. Gotcha. Okay. So, surprised that they didn't peek that before coming up here. It would let them put two pieces of the puzzle together.
I believe Nits went to Fabul and wiped the... or maybe that was Pidge.
Everyone wiped everywhere at the start of the seed.
Yeah, I know. There were a lot of wipes at the beginning of the seed, so...
Artea making his way up to the surface. Very few spots left on this moon check.
And I don't blame any of the runners for not checking Luca, because Luca Cave can be a difficult and long out-of-the-way check. I usually put it off to the end if I have to. I usually get bitten in the butt by it, but...
And of course, any monster there that uses magical damage is going to be very fast, very heavy hitting.
Oh, yeah.
I think Artea's done. I think because he did the Pale Dim spot fairly early before diving the rest of the moon, correct?
Yes, which was the Fabul Gauntlet. And Artea's going to go check Cave Bahamut, it looks like.
Yep. After that, fly back to Earth, maybe check the last arm chest on the way, and moon's done. Oh yeah, Demi, definitely did Wyvern spot. Wyvern spot, I think, actually was Pale Dim.
Yes, Wyvern was Pale Dim, and I think he got a Dragoon Spear from there?
Something like that. As soon as like the moon opens up, these K4 seeds become a bit of a blur, hard to keep up with. We do know where the Adamant is. Pidge is now going to go get her Darkness Crystal because she knows she has to have it to get to the Adamant sooner or later.
Yep. So we get a 2 more encores on music.
Required for everyone today. Here we go. Okay, that's the fan favorite side of the Scala Kitty Classic coming through. Music required for every racer.
Gonna try this Ashura fight.
Yeah, that Rosa will definitely know wall. Won't even need to do double reflex with it or anything.
Mm-mm.
Just need to make sure you can actually dish out enough damage before it wears off.
Getting Quake cutting through a wall is great. Unknown availability. Adamant was in the chest on Lunar Subterrane B4.
Yeah, the last one before the screen transition to the next big map.
Nice physical damage. And I'm going to be quiet for music.
Sura hitting like a truck at this Bahamut spot, by the way. Double nasty music.
Oh yeah, wow.
Meanwhile, Artea about to give us some new information. Looks like the wall has expired on Asura, though. Better be careful she doesn't get a Cure 4 off.
Yeah. I think. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Cure 3, not doing too much here. It's a fairly low magic attack spot because it is a Mega Nuke using spot in vanilla. Gets through. You're probably right, Supremacy. Probably dealt enough damage for Cure 4 to not work. And there is Go Mode.
There we go. All right.
Both pieces on the moon. Value at Cave Bahamut.
And Z-Man noped out of that spot, so someone in chat said that could be costly. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be very, very rude for them. Artea, of course, having the levels from having full the moon, not gonna pick up a 5th character, I bet. Gonna just grab the crystal, go for it, grab every minute he can for his teammates' sake. And then Pidge will know exactly the 2 spots to go to. The only tricky part is that she won't have the levels that Artea did. Artea full cleared the lunar core, the lunar subterrane, tons of levels going into that Asura fight. Pidge may be getting hit a little harder there.
Well, Pidge does have. I believe Pidge has 10 key items. So she knows where sirens are. I think she has sirens. 4 or 5 egg fights after getting these shouldn't be a problem.
That's true. That's true. Over leveling can solve many ills, and given those 2 spots, you probably are, and especially given that Darkness Crystal was at the Cave Magnus spot, you probably think that you have a little bit of a leg up on most opponents because,
Right.
like I said earlier, it turns out that delaying the D-miss check, whether forgetting it or being excited about music on a Scala seed, made a big difference for Breadman's Bakery tonight.
It did. And I'll be interested to ask Artea if he just forgot at first or knew that he was going to have to, or thought he was going to check it eventually. So I'm interested.
Oh yeah, gonna find out if that was a happy mistake or calculated. There's the crystal. And again, I don't think Artea needs to level up at all. The pass at this point, ooh, here's a question for you though. Oh, never mind, Artea doesn't have the hook. Pass is blocked by hook, so Artea will be flying back at the moon.
Yeah. See, Pidge, she's fortunate enough that once she gets what she needs, she can do a little bit of that grind if she needs, and then just run down with the pass. She will not have to go back to the moon.
I wonder overall. I mean, admittedly, there's something to be said for you and your teammates splitting things up and covering ground and everything. But I wonder if the time it took to run down, grab the hook, and get out, since Rat Tail wasn't required, is greater. It's probably actually cost a little bit of time than walking the subterranean. Because think about it, going all the way through Luca Cave, fighting the boss, warping out, getting your hovercraft, going into Heblin Cave. Yeah. So it's nice to at least recapture a little bit of that time on the back end.
Oh yeah.
Baka Shinobi, I love it. Saying no self clearing, maybe all the adamant armors were in there.
Oh, probably. There are probably like 3 in there. I believe I played a T4 seed one time when I got, I think, 5 adamant armors in chest. It was amazing.
Sounds about right. Pidge going straight for the Asura spot. She does have Fu with only 1 level to go, so or 1 spell level to go, so he should actually know every spell. Oh, but also, there we go, using the Sirens to do the Ginryu grind.
Yeah, gonna grind here.
This will get...
Good idea. This will get 90,000 experience.
Oh, she's at 10 key items. She'll get 180 if she does Life Lich, right?
You're right, yeah.
This is gonna be some money in the bank right here.
Get that, yeah. Oh, almost.
Just a teensy bit more.
It's all right. Make Yang useful.
He's
there
a
you go. Yeah, 180. Yeah, there will be no need for a grind.
Yeah, nah. This is gonna. She'll be fine for Asura. I wonder if she'll safety save before taking the fight. Well, because she's gonna burn all her Fu MP right here if she keeps casting Nuke, so she may want to.
Yeah. Nitz is on Ashura, so Nitz is about to find the Legend Sword.
That's good. That's half of it. Z-Man, though... Ooh. Okay. If Z-Man continues to check chests on his way down, he'll run into the Legend Sword a lot faster than Artea found it. So the Crushers are still in this.
And he'll get the turnaround, yeah.
Let's see. You gonna check... Oh, Z-Man, are you just gonna run past everything?
No. Check the chest, Z-Man.
Okay, it looks like he's checking some, but not others. Okay. Oh, I'm guessing he wiped this fight a minute ago. He was in this encounter a moment ago, and that's why he was only checking certain chests. He was checking ones he knew were good.
Gotcha. Ooh,
the dragons hit hard and hit fast.
Ooh, very... Oh no, Fu. Fu lucked out of not getting killed, then they hit him again.
Too fast, too strong. This was a lesson that another one of our racers... Very, very easy to wipe to those dragons. If you don't have adamant, if you don't have crystal rings, you are crunchy and you taste good with ketchup. Yeah, Dragoon gear also do work, giving you dragon defense.
Ashura wants to hurt Nitz pretty bad, but Nitz is hanging in there.
Well, the nice thing about Asura is that she only attacks if you attack. So you can always have a recovery, but the problem is that if you take too long on your recovery, she's also getting a recovery.
Big damage on Edge there.
And here we go. Artea starting the fight with Zeromus. Would you like to say the catchphrase tonight, K-Fal?
Sure. So whose butt are we going to kick tonight? I did do that right?
Nah, you had it. You had it.
Okay.
you were a little low key. You're like, whose butt? Whose butt?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, you nailed it.
Don't want to get too excited too early here.
I guess Z-Man this time said nope to that chest, but that's actually really good for
That is a good. That's a good thing.
because
Because
this
there it
is the adamant chest. I know you can handle a behemoth, Z-Man. Get this. This guy gets the other half, and y'all can do. Ooh, don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, Pidge is getting slapped around by Ashura too. Let's see. Let's see who this is.
Pretty rude fight, of course. I do like Artea going with the 4-party swag. Oh, Cecil, Kain, Rosa, Pal. I don't need anyone else. Throwing a Starvell on, looking to do some hybrid strat. Oh my god, what the heck?
Wow.
What is that? Chrono?
What? Chronomos?
Chronos from Tales of Destiny. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know this creature.
I don't either. Actually, the character looks like Claude from Star Ocean 2. If you ever played any of that.
What is that thing even supposed to be? Ugh.
That's, huh?
Oh, both is fine. Oh, so does he like start in the human form and then turn to the creepy, scary thing?
Oh no, Nit's wiped on Ashura.
Nits, go back! Go back! Don't run away!
No, Nits, please go back. He's gonna go try the hair dryers. And
maybe a little XP this way. I like that. Meanwhile, Z-Man getting the adamant. Where do you go from here, Z-Man?
I'm afraid he's probably gonna go back down.
They're probably discussing their plans at this point, seeing where they want to go, what they want to do. I'm gonna have nightmares about this boss. I don't like it.
Yeah, it kind of, like I said, it looks kind of like a character from the Star Ocean series with a character from the Gradius series of those like space shooter games.
Yeah, note to self, don't play Tales of games. You'll have nightmares.
Yeah, Z-Man is still furiously checking these chests down here in the lunar subterrane. And I wonder if in the back of his mind he's saying, oh no, that red dragon chest, I bet it's got something.
So we were joking in the over in the Twinvitational server about the possibility of, with the semifinals, letting the team that has the higher seed choose who rolls the seed. I mean, the higher seed placement, you know, first through fourth. And the question is now, like, which teams will be like, no, Scala, not allowed, versus those who are like, give me the Scala seed, I'm ready.
Well, Scala seeds are definitely the most entertaining for people to watch.
This guy picking up that crystal sword. Let's see if that motivates him to go back and give Asura a second try.
Ooh. I haven't even been watching Artea's Z fight that closely, but it looks like he's having no problem. Oh, lucky nuke.
Yeah, with this team in these levels, very unlikely going to be going to have any troubles. Nid's guy leaving the Asura spot, diving the subterrane. I don't know if he's going to come down and immediately go for the adamant and then like start sweeping the bottom from the other side. It'll be interesting to see how they split this up.
Possibly. Yeah.
Asura's still giving pitch problems. She's been in this fight for, I swear, like 7 minutes at the point.
I mean, Nitz was in the fight for a long time too before he ultimately wiped, which is a shame.
Yeah,
luckily,
oh, go ahead.
Luckily, Nitz knows that these upper chests don't have anything, so they won't spend too much time in the lunar subterrane. They'll probably start clearing out these bosses at the bottom and then head up and know that it's either in Baron or it's in Cave Bahamut or Self Cave. But we know where it is.
Absolutely.
Oh, Palom took a dive.
Yeah, a little rough Big Bang roll there, but rocks are falling. Artea's about to clean this up.
Wow.
But as long as Asura keeps working over Pidge's party, the Crushers still have their chance.
Artea finishing off Chronomus with a time of 1:33.27.
Get your GGs out in chat, everyone. We have our first place finisher. So every second that ticks by here is basically 2 seconds for the Crushers. They know they're on the clock.
Yep.
And Pidge knows that every second they don't finish is still an advantage for her. But of course, with this Asura getting the Cure 4s off, I don't know if Pidge had done enough damage to get past the point of healing overflow. Like there's one, if you do, I believe it's like 30-something thousand damage to Asura, her Cure 4s will no longer heal her HP, they will heal her MP, in fact.
Huh.
Yeah, it's 2 to some power minus 1 is the exact amount, and I can never remember what it is. Because it's not something that you're going to frequently calculate in the fight. You're not going to be like, if I do exactly this much damage, I'm in the clear.
Oh, Nitz is getting problems with the same Red Dragon fight. So Nitz is, I think their strategy is Nitz is going to try to kill this Red Dragon while Z-Man clears out the bottom of the subterrane.
There we go. There's the number, 16,383. So that's not so bad. She may have actually done enough damage prior to it, in which case, it's all downhill from here. Finally getting those blinks to work too. Asura's not hitting like a truck anymore.
Looks like our blinks are all out.
That's a little bit of a just bitrate, frames per second stuff.
Sure is down. Pidge and go mode.
No, I don't think she's gone to get the adamant yet.
You're right. She has not gotten the adamant. I thought she had that.
So a little more work to do yet.
But Pidge knows exactly where she needs to go.
Exactly. And although the Crushers know where one half of their crystal is, they've fled the other half, and that's going to it's going to be rough. Asura was pretty much the last hurdle keeping Pidge from closing this out.
And Asura's just such a nasty fight. I mean, it's easy with Wall, but as you saw from Nitz and Pidge, she can cause some massive problems.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the things about that fight that you eventually get the handle on. That if you have good variety of white magic, take your time. She's not going to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Put a couple of things of slow on her. Get blink on your entire party. If you're playing on J2 flags and you know the armor spell, throw a few stacks of it on. Build those defenses up. She's not going anywhere,
Oh, Z-Man just wiped the red and blue dragon chest.
Crunchy. Tastes good with ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
That is how the dragons do.
Oh, the Kain Crushers are just getting obliterated by dragons here. Dragons are giving them a hard time.
Yeah, and they're one of those monsters that you don't always realize just how nasty if you're used to coming into the lunar subterrane with adamant armor or with crystal rings, or dragoon gear. Anything that gives a character physical resistance against their punches, you're gonna be like, oh, it's not so bad until you're here without it, and then it's like, why am I taking 1,000 damage a punch? So definitely a case where the gear available slowed down our racers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, none of our racers did anything particular. Like, they didn't play poorly at all. Everyone's played very well. It's just, it's hard.
Yes, Scala did indeed roll a humdinger for us tonight. I'm looking forward to, is Pidge going to throw Rosa away?
Oh, don't do it.
Hey, there's Nitzguy's Nitsuke's adamant.
All right. Bye, Rosa.
Bye, Rosa.
Oh, no. That
Nah, it's
hurts.
fine.
That hurts every time I see that because Rosa's just such a fantastic white mage, and I get so frustrated when you don't get Rosa till late. And yeah,
I mean, these things happen. And when you already have, level high 50s on every character, there's no fault there.
yeah, I've done plenty of runs where I've done a grind with Porum, and Porum's HP growth is not great. And by the time I spend all that time, I go somewhere and there's Rosa. It's like, whoops.
Absolutely.
Nitz,
Where's this guy going? What is this? We're on Earth?
Is he gonna grind?
It may be that since they found one piece on the moon, they may be thinking, well, odds are the other piece is underground somewhere. So he may be heading back because all those self spots are still available. There's still Lukaki, which Nitsuke, if he has, it's not marked, but he, like you said, I think he noped out of the bull earlier. Could still be at that. Oh, who was the other? Mylon Z. Could be Mylon Z. So plenty of options.
We're going to. He's gonna clear the Sylph Cave, or at least, yep, he's gonna. He'll end up clearing the Sylph Cave.
Yep. And meanwhile, Z-Man will probably clear out the moon and then check that Bahamut spot before coming to Earth. At which point, you'll feel bad now.
The only thing I enjoy in the Sylph Cave is casting Exit on a damage tile.
That is pretty great.
That is so much fun.
I like to imagine the sound effect is actually your character saying "ouch, ouch, 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 ouch."
I do that. I make a point every time I run to do that if I can. If I'm not racing, I'm like, you know what? Here we go. I will also throw the magma key down the well in a hook seed. And if anyone watching hasn't done that yet, definitely try it. It's hilarious.
And there will be the adamant for Pidge. Time to get out of Dodge. Let's make this crystal. Let's go to the moon. Let's peek these. I was trying to peek those levels. Yeah, it looks like Edge at 52, Fu at like 56 or so.
Yeah, I think Pidge is fine.
Yeah, no need to grind here. You know your teammates bought you a ton of time. You know your levels are pretty high. Just got to bring it home and claim that 3-0.
And Zeromus equipment is actually pretty plentiful. I mean, we've got sorcerer robes, white shirts, wizard robes, lunar staff, stardust rod, things like that. So that's fine. It's the dragon equipment, which is what we were lacking on. Anything to help out with dragons and things like that.
That's
things
true.
with high physical damage.
Oh, worrying about agility anchoring with this mighty
Looking at agility, 37 on Kain. We got 28 on Yang. There you go.
Yeah, Young's in the sweet spot, so he gets it. So I'm double checking. Are there any? Okay, luckily there are no other rabbit holes that the Sylph Cave can give Nitsuke. So
I don't think there are possibly any.
Yeah, because Lukaki was checked by Pidge, and technically they could check it, but Z-Man has it. Baron Key is found on Moon, so we're not gonna find, say, anything that sends us hunting elsewhere.
I'm not sure if Z-Man went to that dragon chest and flipped through his characters real quick and then ran off like, here you go, buddy. This is for you.
We've not seen the pink. Yeah, pink tail's the only key item never seen.
Yep.
Funny though, if Nitsky does find the pink tail, we'll know there was actually at least one adamant armor in the scene. A little out of the way, but it's there somewhere.
All right, so Pidge getting ready to go for her Zeroma's fight. Should be fairly. Does Pidge have silk webs? I think we saw a couple in her inventory. Was it hers that we were looking at?
Artea had several, so I don't think there's any reason to think Pidge doesn't. Like, I know that when I'm playing with any of my teammates, I keep a pretty good track of shops just so that if there's an item I know where it is, my teammate will know where it is as well.
Oh, Mechalink telling us she just bought some in Baron. So
Oh,
that
even better.
That explains why she stopped in Baron. I wasn't sure. And here on Nitsky's stream is exactly why I do not like the Silph game. I hate this ghost fight. I hate it.
Just the speed with which they dish out 6 fire 2s that you have to sit through all the animation. Yeah, it's a rude mob to deal with.
Oh, Z-Man fine. There's Pale Dim in the Wyvern spot. All right. We get to look at the nightmare-inducing boss once again. So,
if I ever fight this one, I'm just turning the game off. Like if I see
nope,
it,
done.
I'm like, no, good, good.
Hey, there's an adamant.
Scala, this is the kind of boss that's gonna make me start playing with the Z flag off.
There we go. Nitz has his adamant.
You did a little dance around the chest. He was so happy.
Yeah.
And here we go, getting the Bacchus one going.
Well, Edge has several Excaliburs to throw too.
Throwing the Silk Web. Oh yeah, this is gonna be textbook. Although throwing that Cure 4 before the Big Bang comes out. Oh, I guess she wanted to make sure she topped off whoever got hit with the first nuke, because the Big Bang will be nerfed.
Yeah.
And she even bought, she bought 10 Ether 2s at the Hummingway shop before leaving the moon. So her Fu will not have any difficulties maintaining his crippling Ether addiction.
Yep. I'm not sure how many Big Bangs we're gonna see on Pidge's.
It will be some pretty good DPS. I'm gonna go ahead and say we'll probably see. I'm gonna go with 2. I'm gonna say we're gonna see 2 total Big Bangs.
I'm thinking 2. I don't think we're gonna get to the virus or nuke phase.
Maybe. Well, yeah, because these Excaliburs she's throwing are gonna do a little greater spike damage at the start. May not have quite the consistency of a Zerker going through, but we'll probably get past the first phase pretty quickly and into the second.
Yep. And also get the White Spear to throw. White Spear does a lot of damage throwing.
Huh, throwing another Silk Web just for the sake of nuking the Big Bang. Because the Silk Webs, 2 Silk Webs, the second one doesn't do anything, but the use of the item will still trigger this nuke and reduce the Big Bang power.
Well, if anyone's interested, my stream froze for a second, and I'm watching an ad. So, I'll be back with you in just 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Thanks, Twitch. No, seriously, thank you, Twitch, for giving us this platform to enjoy our races and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Still annoying when, your stream freezes and it's like, well, sorry. I know you were here 5 seconds ago, but enjoy your ads.
It's alright, it just reinforced my want for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Hey, Sonny Wrath, I'll let you know. He's already in there. That Sprite is in the pool.
I have gotten that Sprite before. And I've played tons of these seeds, and I'm sure there's probably about 200 that I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, I know some people were compiling a list. I've kind of avoided looking at it because I kind of like the surprise.
I don't want to look at the list because I don't want to know what's coming. I want to be totally surprised.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, because I still get excited when I see what I've not seen before, like this not Eldritch, this body horror creepy thing that I no, thank you.
Crystal ring from that, was it the Red Dragon chest? Did Z-Man have his revenge?
Perhaps. I am admittedly focused on the Pidge fight at this point because we know where all the remaining goodies are to hit go mode. So,
right.
And she's taking chances with these unnerfed big bangs. They can do. Some big bangs will do up to 2,400 damage. Others can do up to 2,700 damage. But we've definitely seen more than you and I initially foresaw this fight.
I mean, I think we've seen 3 now.
Yeah, quite a few. And one unlucky roll can send everything topsy-turvy.
It looks like we may see if we don't push into, we may see a virus here soon.
Oh no, virus phase is definitely passed.
Have we passed that? Oh, nope, we're on media phase.
There you go. Yeah, virus is phase 1, direct nukes are phase 2, and then the rocks falling, phase 3. Almost bringing it home. Where's my crack-a-boom? There's supposed to be an earth-shattering crack-a-boom. More rocks falling. Almost there.
And seeing that media phase is always the breath of relief in these flags and in these runs. It's like, oh, thank God.
Absolutely. Oh, there we go. Crack-a-boom.
Oh,
GG's. Breadman's Bakery finishing Pidge with her. Well, okay, let's do all 3. Artea had the 133.27. Pidge a 149.59 plus change. Combined 323.26. And just for fun fact, 0.999. GG's. Let's see if we can get them in a.
Yeah.
In chat. I have a couple questions. I know you mentioned wanting to bring up the Mist Dragon thing. I'm curious about that as well.
And Nitsky exiting out of the Self Cave, unfortunately, did not exit on a damage tile.
All right, I believe I'm going to be able to go ahead and pull them in here now. Let me get them both in restream, and we'll ask them a couple questions. Well, congratulations to Breadman's Bakery going undefeated in the round robin season of our Twinvitational. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, thanks.
I think Artea's a little bit delayed with his Discord audio, so that just might cause an issue here. But just letting you guys know.
Gotcha. Well, if I ask a question, which I do have one for you, Artea, I'll give you a moment to get caught up. Sure. Go ahead and reconnect right quick. And Pidge, while Artea's reconnecting.
Okay, be right back.
Okay, cool. It seems that everyone had early game wipes. What do you feel finally clicked to help you push through that early game?
Like the start of the seed?
Yeah, the very start, because everyone took multiple wipes, it seems, or bosses that they had to nope out of. What was your tipping point to get things rolling?
I don't remember. So I remember going into Eblin and wiping to the Mad Ogre chest, and I don't remember what happened after that because I was really mad. What was it that I did? I feel like I went to find. Oh, I found the package in one of the trap chests. Oh, that's right. I went up Ordeals and I beat the first boss, and that was enough levels to take out one of the chests in Eblin. And I found the package, and I was like, I can't do anything with this team. I need to find a character, and I went to find Edge. And that was when, shortly after that was when I realized we could have been using Sirens all that time, because the shop was the only shop we never checked. So yeah, we were just like, oh man, we are so far behind right now. We just kind of like kicked our butts into gear and tried to do everything super fast after that.
Nice. Artea, quick question for you. After you cleared Baron Inn, you killed the Mist Dragon, and you got the Twin Harp. Did you forget to check Mist Dragon at first, or did you want to do the music for everyone right off the bat?
I totally forgot about Miss Dragon, and I thought about it once I was in the Chocobo Forest, and I was like, well, I'll just go Twin Art first, because, music. It's awesome.
Oh, that explains something. Actually, at some point really early, I asked Artea what was on Miss Dragon, and he said Glass Helm, because I don't think he heard me, and he was just saying something he found in a chest. because of the delay on Discord that we've been having over the course of this tournament.
Well, it hasn't slowed you down. You've gone 3-0, and actually, the funny thing is that I think forgetting Mist Dragon was a huge advantage for your team.
Well, how do you mean?
Because the Cave Magna spot had Darkness Crystal. So
That's true.
By going there early, you were able to split up. One of you do the Underworld, one of you do the Moon, whereas the other team didn't find the Darkness Crystal until much later. By the time Artea, you had pretty much full cleared Moon at that point.
Oh wow.
So, happy little accident that made a huge difference.
I went to the Moon pretty early.
Yeah, pretty much whenever we have a point where one of us can go underground and one can go to the moon, he actually likes going to the moon. Like, I can do it, I just don't like it. So he always goes to the moon and I always go underground. So the only thing I found underground that was worthwhile was the hook. It found me the pass. Like, that was awesome. I didn't have to do the walk of shame back through the moon, which I was super excited about. But I feel like I wasted more time being down there than I would have if I had just helped him clear out the moon. But it was okay. It worked out in our favor.
Nice. Kfal, you have any specific questions you wanted to ask? I know I kind of bullied you out of the way there a little bit. I was so curious.
Oh no, that's you pretty much hit everything. I was going to ask about the Mist Dragon, but yeah, I did. We were talking because Pidge, you didn't pick up Darkness Crystal until later.
That's right. Yeah.
Which was. We were just saying, that's a great plan, having split up, because you can basically cover twice the ground in the same amount of time. So
yeah, my thought process was basically since we found Magma and Darkness at the same time, I didn't really want to go do the Darkness Crystal at the level I was at, just because Cave Magnus is a pain. I didn't have exits, and so I figured it's probably if I want, I can go underground and I can get some levels, and if he finds something really useful on the moon, I can leave and come back and get the Darkness Crystal when I'm higher level, and it's faster to do so. So that was just kind of my thought process in putting off Darkness Crystal to the end.
Gotcha.
How about that Wyvern in Ordeal getting to that Rubicante spot?
I never did Ordeal, so I wiped at Rubicante, so I was just see ya.
Artea, did it surprise you a little bit?
I was kind of mixed. I was kind of mixed about being happy or unhappy with Wyvern, since, we know that having Cecil in your party, you can't really anchor well, because he's gonna be the anchor, and we had no dwarf axe, no curse string, so anchoring would have been a real mess. We would have dumped Cecil somewhere, which I didn't want to do at the time because I still had an Excalibur. So having Wyvern there was kinda good, because he wouldn't be at a stupid place like Leviathan or Bahamut that you just go, oh well, you have a lot of speed there and you one-shot me. Well, but at the same time, when I saw him, I was like, oh, hello you, I don't like you.
Well, wonderfully played. You're going to be the first seed going into the semifinals. You will have a rematch with the Kain Krushers, but we decided, of course, we were chatting about letting the higher seeded team choose their source of punishment. Who do you think you're going to let roll your actual semifinal seed? You're going to go with another Scala Kitty Classic? Going to get Supremacy in there, or see what I can roll out if I ever get the flags right?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't even thought about that.
Me neither.
Well, it's a little bonus you get for having played so well. Do you have any final thoughts before we head back into the race and keep track of Nitsky and Z-Man?
I would just like to say, so at the start of this tournament, Artea and I were the last minute team, and I felt like the two of us are like the newest out of all of us to free enterprise, so we joined with the mindset like, oh, it's okay if we don't win any matches. Like, we're not expecting to win any matches, but we're just gonna have fun because 2v2s is really fun. Like after our first practice seed, we're like, okay, yeah, this is fun. We're gonna have fun this tournament, and then just like pull a 3-0 in seeding out of nowhere. I'm really happy with how that went because like everyone in this tournament is a really good player who I respect like a lot, and pulling like upsets against like every team I think has been like I don't know, I'm just like that's crazy. I can't believe that happened. Like we did really well, but I wasn't expecting this outcome. You know, it was kind of like the last thing I ever expected to happen. But we'll see what happens in playoffs. So shout out to Sartan for being an awesome teammate.
Watching you guys play, you wouldn't be able to tell that you're fairly new to the free enterprise community. It's doesn't look like it from the way you play. It looks like you've been playing for a long time.
Oh, we've been practicing a lot.
We haven't been playing for long, but a lot. We've been playing a lot recently, actually.
Yeah, it's been
But
really
yeah,
fun.
same. I feel exactly the same. It's been a really nice experience. Thanks again for letting us go in this tourney. It's really awesome, and good games to all the teams, and a really nice commentary. Really, thanks. I'm flabbergasted at the results. Can't say much more.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for putting this on and for having our team here. And GG's to everybody in the tournament. And I hope that the Kain Krushers are able to finish the seed soon and kick Zeroma's butt.
Hey, sounds good, y'all. GG's again. Looking forward to seeing y'all in the semifinals. And keep at it. Your hard work's paid off.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Well, while we were interviewing, we found a pink tail. Pink tail was at the Mylon Z Leviathan spot.
Excellent, excellent. So that means that Nitsky now is rocking 2 adamant armors. He found the one in Sylph Cave. Wait, no hook.
He can't turn it in. So, Z-Man there's that chest that he. No, sorry, that's the samurai bow.
Oh, coming
He's
up with some Dragon Vengeance.
Yep, he's gonna go let him have it. And Nitz is going to Cave Bahamut. He's gonna try this Ashura spot again, so
The adamant will make a lot of difference. Those
big
1,000-point punches from the Summon Queen will now be only hitting for probably double digits, if that. So, depending on who has it. So let's see if he's ready to kick all 3 of these butts at once.
man, those dragons still are brutal. But that quad 9 nuke is brutaler.
Yeah, Palam's had enough.
I know Nitz has a moon veil somewhere. That could be helpful.
Oh yeah, true. You could theoretically just have Cecil cover whoever's the most important, let him Moonveil up, and if it's just him and Rosa taking hits, well, he covers her, he takes 0 damage, problem solved.
And Z-Man got his vengeance for a grimoire.
Hooray!
So tell me, have you ever done this? Had the Ashura fight and had moon veils and said, hey, I'm gonna double reflect, and then realized, oops.
I may have done that once long ago in the past. I know that a new player usually does it, at least, and it's always, it's one of those things that after you do it once, you will never do it a second time. So
first time I did that, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And it was on one of those seeds, and we've all had these seeds. It was one of those seeds where just everything was going wrong, and then that happened, and I was like, you gotta be kidding.
So I will note here, it seems that Nitsky's Cecil is wearing the adamant, and with that crystal adamant, he's hitting for 5,000 a swing. But Asura still hit him for triple digits, in fact, like batting over 100 here. But drawing maybe a few more counterattacks than I'd be comfortable with. She punches you when you punch her, dude.
I'm pretty sure Cecil's berserked. He is.
Yeah.
Cecil and Edge are berserked, meaning we're gonna get those count. Well, you're just gonna kill him.
Here we go. Z-Man waiting to hear before he flies anywhere.
Yep. And yeah, he's waiting to say, "Hey, wait. What's up? Don't do it, Z-Man."
Don't hit that crystal. There you go. Cave Bahamut. Go, go, go. There's always value in the Bahamut stand.
Yeah. Yep. Z-Man was gonna go check Baron. That was the only next play we had.
Yeah, very well. Or Lukaki. Lukaki's still hiding out there in Z-Man's inventory.
Right. That's right. Because they have not checked that yet.
All right. So Z-Man approaching for his Asura fight as well. This guy, it's like, how do you fly this thing again? I'm just a humble ninja. I don't understand your spaceship ways. There we go.
Took me a while to realize that you can activate that crystal from all sides too.
Walling up Asura. Good start.
Yep. So there's not too much time left on this seed. Feel like all of our, Z-Man's fairly well leveled.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see any grinding here. I think both our racers are going to get that crystal and go.
Excuse me there. Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you? Very thought.
I think there should be an Easter egg if you give the dark matter to him. He's like, what? Oh. That chest. I didn't know about that chest.
Oh yeah, that sneaky one.
Yeah. That's what you're talking about. You learn something new every day. Wait, there was an adamant armor in Coco Shop?
Are you serious? Just sitting there the entire time?
Yep. That's fun.
Z-Man showing everyone else how to do Asura, by the way. Like, Z-Man's like, I don't know why you all had ish.
Z-Man's running out. Z-Man was gonna run, and we got exits.
Silverfire, we had a race the other night, 2v2 pickup race, where there was an adamant on the shelf in his bedroom. An adamant armor just sitting there. I can't find the ore. He's not actually complaining about it being a legendary item, somewhere out in the world. He's actually complaining that he misplaced it. It's always in the last place you look.
Yeah, I think everybody's left their adamant armor, adamant, just chilling on a chest.
It's like when you're trying to find your glasses, but they're actually sitting on your head already.
I'm not too proud to say I've done that before. or those times when you're talking to somebody in your phone, your cell phone, you're just like, wait, I can't find my phone, and you're talking to somebody on the phone.
We've been there. We've done that. It's not as bad as putting a moon veil on Asura, but it's up there.
Ouch. Fair enough. I deserved that.
You set it up. You set it up. We're just rewinding it back a little bit.
Well, Z-Man picked up that adamant armor that was just chilling in Coco Shop. Wow. Rosa with an adamant armor, protect ring, tiara, and a lunar staff.
I think you don't need to grind her. I think even at the 1900 HP, I think she'll be okay. Now, don't call me out on that if we see oh gosh, what is happening with your capture card nits? Oh, the pain.
Uh-oh. So, yeah, slows enemies is what I see here.
Huh.
Is a defense sword the only... I thought we had a white spear for Kain on the Z-Man side.
that was in like the bushes somewhere. I
Yeah.
think that is on Restream side, because Nitz's stream is still live. Hey, Skull, if you hear, take a look, see if you can. Okay, cool. You know, I'm popping up that stream team group when really I'm just telling you to follow Kitty. The rest of us are expendable. None of this would be happening without Kitty.
Oh yeah, Kitty, the real MVP.
Nah, I'm just messing. All love to my fellow commentator, PMA KFL. Huge thanks to Mechalink for tracking tonight. We got a ton of key items on this K4. This was not a jet seed, and everyone crossed so many different territories. So hard work for you tonight, Mechalink. Really well done.
Oh yes, absolutely. I saw in the Restream channel, I saw this say, hey, we have openings for everything on Thursday. And I was like, ooh, I've been tracking. I should try K4. Never mind. I'll commentate. But yes, thank you, Invenerable, for hopping in commentary with me here and
Oh no, I
leading me
love.
along here.
I mean, y'all know I love Free Enterprise, and I really love the 2v2, format that we've kind of introduced with this tournament that a lot of people are playing now over on the Discord. I mean, if you like what you see, you don't even have to have a teammate. If we have even numbers, we just pair people up. Supremacy Spot handles it. If you get paired with someone you dislike, well, okay, never mind. Sorry, but we're all friends here. We all love racing this game. Let's do our best.
Well, there's a ton of people in the Free Enterprise community, and I have not met a single person that I dislike. So, I think you'll be good.
Well, give me some time. I'll what's the upside of growing on someone? You'll get tired of me eventually, Keitha.
I don't know. When I'm randomly sending you a Discord DM asking you a Free Enterprise question during the day, you help me out, so I appreciate that.
Both of our racers making that walk. Nitska is already in the lunar course. Scalicity did get him pulled back up, so we know just how far he's come. About to be on the Zaroma screen.
Rose has been training for her marathon. She's booking it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Z-Man has killed so much stuff in the lunar subterrane. His levels are out the wazoo. He could probably go into this fight with his characters fully unequipped and knock it out in a heartbeat. Just punch maging it.
Yep. Almost vanilla ending party.
Close.
Would have taken with you. And I've run a couple races where the goal was to beat Zeromus with the vanilla ending party, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot with this Free Enterprise community. Anybody that's fairly new to the community, there's so many different things you can do, so many different options, so many different flag sets. It's so much fun. I've had just an absolute blast in this community.
And then you see that kind of Zaroma sprite, and you think about the nightmares you'll have, and you regret it all for a brief moment, and then you get excited again. Come on, Nits guy, bring it home, buddy.
What was the nothing happened? What happened there?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me hit this here clip button and take another look.
Did he try? Maybe he tried to use a silk web too early.
Oh, I think I know what it might have been. Let me take another quick look right quick. Sorry. Rewinding. Okay. It was, he darted an item with Edge after the other sprite had vanished. Or before the other sprite had fully vanished. So whatever Edge tried to throw, there was no valid target, so it gave nothing happened. It also happens if you try to dart an item at your own teammate, it'll also say nothing happened, oddly enough.
Huh. Interesting. I just noticed Palom only has 1400 HP.
Zerker strats. No need.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be fine. Your black mage, if your black mage goes down, if you've got 3 Zerkers, you're fine. How many Z fights that I've had my black mage take a nap. An astral nap.
Yeah, the kid's just gonna chill out. It looks like he is gonna go for a Big Bang nerf if Zeromus, well, Chronomus ever gets the chance to do one. Now, it was in the menu before the shake had finished, so
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get the nerf off.
but on the bright side, I think he's probably done enough damage to where we may see a tip into phase 2 regardless.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, with this over 5k hits from Cecil, it's gonna push quickly.
Yeah. Like, I think we're going to see another shake before we see a Big Bang here. But we'll know in just a second. Nope. Okay. And was it nerfed? We'll know that shortly as well.
I don't think it's nerfed. I think. Nope.
Yeah, I think it was just low rolled on some characters because Kain still took nearly 1900 damage, which shouldn't be possible on a nerfed one, I believe. I think the number of rolls, like the max damage you can do on a nerf, is 1200. Simbu's in chat. Simbu can tell us for sure on that front.
And Z-Man, that counter nuke on Fu, ending him quickly.
Still got Rosa with 2900 HP. I don't think it's anything to worry about here.
Yep, meteor phase for Nits. That was fast.
I mean, Crystal, Adamant, Cecil. Gotta love it.
Oh yeah. Z-Man with his nerfed Big Bang. He's going direct cast on Chronomus. And Z-Man looks like he pushed that phase because he didn't get a counter nuke. Nits quickly finished off Zeromus.
Very nice. Time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, 47 seconds. GG Nitsky. Bringing it home, bringing it home. Z-Man not surrendering. Gonna take out this fight in short order, I'm sure.
Oh, Z-Man will be done probably in a minute. Or less. Now, Zeromus does counter nuke in meteor phase. Is that correct?
I believe so. If you are not fortunate enough to just outright kill him with it during media phase.
Usually,
it's hard not to, because he has at most 12,000 HP, but it can still happen.
Oh, you get the mopping the cosmos.
It's like, this place is such a mess. Why do you never clean your rooms, Aromas? Gosh.
Well, he's kind of like a lunar wizard Roomba. With everything moving, because it's moving and everything, so it's like he's just kind of chugging around up there.
There's some more rocks falling.
Media phase, yep.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is this it?
Yep, there's the Krakenbush.
There we go. All right.
Very close finishes together. 2 hours, 16 minutes, 30 seconds for Z-Man. Combined time, 4 hours, 31 minutes, 18 seconds. GG to our Crushers. And we're going to pull them in for an interview. Just
Absolutely.
1 second. Hey, GG's, y'all.
Hey, GG.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you looking forward to the rematch?
Absolutely.
That was a Scala Kitty classic if I ever saw one. Where were the adamant armors that game? I believe Nitsky, you finally found one for in Sylph Cave. Is that correct?
I found 2.
Oh yeah, but the second one was Kakul Shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to make the gamble to go to Kakul Shop without the stuff to make the crystal, more power to you. That was a very mean place to hide that Scala.
Yes, it was. And you know what? Not everybody checks those spots at 2. So, a little bit of found money there for us at the end.
Absolutely. Pigeon chat was mad when she saw y'all pick it up. She was like, "What?" Pretty funny.
You gotta check that. Man, that pass was buried.
Yeah. The behind Hook and the which was Hook was at Sealed Cave, which I don't think either of you checked. Which ultimately good. The time you probably took getting the pass, you'd probably lose, probably more than the time it takes to walk the subterranean.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was I had a feeling Legend Sword was at Bahamut, but I couldn't get by Assure at that point, so I had to
Yeah,
double back and whoever told me Self Cave had value, they lied.
No value there tonight. Absolutely.
You know, and it's hysterical because the first race we did, we bailed on Sylph Cave because, Sylph Cave never has value. And oh, look, there was value in Sylph Caves last time. So we're like, all right, Sylph Caves has value. No value this time. It's like, come on, really? Are you kidding me?
Rando gonna rando a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Your opponents actually got a surprising stroke of good luck, by the way. Yeah, a happy accident. After clearing Baron Inn, they the first one of them to do so momentarily forgot about Mist Dragon until they were already on their way to Dark Elf.
Mhm.
And because of that, they got the early Darkness Crystal and were able to make progress on the moon a little bit earlier. It's
Well,
like,
that
oh
would do
wait,
it.
Mist Dragon.
Yeah, they got Darkness Crystal and Magma Key almost simultaneously, and it was, I mean, in a 2v2, it was very easy to, okay, you go here, I'll go here.
Well, that would do it. That would do it.
Yeah, especially since both pieces ended up being on the moon. So
Yeah.
just a little, like, it's funny that the accident actually paid off for them, and I don't blame y'all for delaying it at all. I love the music, but on a K4, I hate going all the way out there for one single spot to check, So
The only reason I even went there when I did was because I think it was Baron.
you had Earth Crystal.
Baron that gave me the Earth Crystal. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
2 spots right there. Do those 2 and see what happens. And yeah.
I did really like when you kind of went down and flashed your characters at that red and blue dragon chest that gave you some trouble. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You're like, take that, red and blue dragon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell at you.
Time for my vengeance.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? They, like you said, stroke of good luck. And they got us. Hey, they outplayed us. Period. I mean, we had a rough start, the 2 of us. I mean,
Well, everyone had a rough start for what it's worth. Not a single player of this season didn't have a reset or a wipe at an early game boss. So y'all weren't alone on that front, but y'all did have a that. Oh god, that Val wipe that cost you at the start there, Nitsky. That was heartbreaking.
Trust me, nobody more pissed off. I'm telling the ZM, like, I didn't save. I know I didn't save. I'm like, I've got one option and one option only. Try and somehow magically get through this nonsense.
It was I think she knew who she knows. The game knows who your mascot is, and you're like, the Dragoon isn't here today.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how Val sounds like. I swear.
For sure. No, so good game to our opponent. Yeah, the Pain Man over Kain Man in this particular instance, but we will have our revenge.
Oh, and
We
fun
will.
fact, Pain Man was in the seed. Pain Man was guarding the hook in Sealed Cave, but only dark waving for like 250 damage, so it didn't really block anything there at least. So
Well, and honestly, all the times, everyone's time for a K4 that was this brutal was fantastic. Great times, great runs.
Thank you. Just wanted to say a quick shout out. Thank you to Free Enterprise for hosting this. Thank both you, PMA and Inven, for doing the commentary. Thanks again to our wonderful streamer and tracker Skullakitty for rolling in another amazing seed. I don't know how she does it.
it's a gift. It's a gift.
Yes. And just shout out to everybody who made this happen. I wish our result had been better on behalf of both Z and myself, but we'll see what happens in the semifinals.
Oh yeah, I mean this is for seeding. Y'all can still win the entire thing. Initially we were thinking of just doing this as a one weekend thing, And then we're like, no, let's have a few more matches. Let's do the round robin, get everyone warmed up, and it ain't over. Y'all
No,
can still take the entire thing.
It ain't over till it's over.
Well, anyway, make sure you give Nitsky and Z-Man both follows. Make sure you give all 4 of our racers a follow. We are about to actually head over to a little more 2v2 action. There's a pickup race forming on the Free Enterprise Discord. And it looks like we're going to be rating Demarine 2. She is one of our workshop admins, and she is also in this tournament. She'll be in the semis as well, part of the Sylvan Spelunkers. It looks like they're getting a little practice tonight against the community at large. So we'll see y'all over there. KFL, anything else tonight from you, my friend?
No, thank you once again. Thank you, Mechalink, for tracking, Scarlet Kitty for being amazing at restreaming and everything, and thank you, Invenerable, for commentating with me. It was always a pleasure.
Hey, sounds great. Have a good time, everyone. Give Demarine some love, and we'll see y'all in the semifinal. Good night.